13th, galentines.
Is it?
I think so. I think that's a thing. The day before Valentine's is Galentine's Day.
Should we have a Galentine's Day on Monday? We can make the cakes on Monday.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. We should 100% do
I've got
that.
a cake tin in a heart shape.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's do that. Happy Galentine's Day, everybody. That's what we're doing right now, because it's obviously currently, you know, the week before or something. But yeah, I think today's technically Galentine's. I think that's the thing. I might have that totally wrong. So we thought, I'm going to bring you a girl talk. I haven't done a girl talk since literally, I think, 2020. It's 2023 now.
I'm a fan of a girl talk.
Me too, I do love a girl talk.
I do them often.
Yeah, you do actually.
Yeah.
This is your territory.
It is. I just like the chat.
Yeah, I love chatting. That's why I used to do them all the time. And then I changed more to drive with me because there was a bit too many thumbnails of dildos.
Yeah, if I wasn't a bus wanker, I would definitely do a drive with me, but unfortunately I can't do all the bus. Watching me like from the tripod, like, hi. Got Mary in the back, like, oh.
That would actually be so entertaining though. Can you imagine? Just like talk about, oh my god, like you could sit there and all the people that come on the bus like give them a life story.
Yeah.
And stuff. That actually, I would watch that.
I would too actually, it's a good idea.
I wouldn't film it, but I'd watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've both got questions from both our Instagrams, so we're going to take it back and forth.
Oh, we're doing it 1-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then
so
like, I won't know.
We run out of the 3 questions you asked.
We don't have many, but good thing we can chat, eh? Step up your game next time, guys. Maybe we've just given so much good advice over the years.
Oh yes, there's nothing else I can give. I'll give all of mine.
They've got all the advice they'd need at this point. Okay, okay, I'm going to ask this one, because I feel like this is you, because we've had this conversation before. How to find partners without dating app. I feel like nobody dates anymore. Because you're very against a Tinder, Hinge.
I'm not against it.
It's not how you want to meet
But I just
someone.
haven't ever had one. I just really want to sit on a train reading a book and a man come over and be like, I've read that, or like quote something from the book. And me be like,
oh, see that.
And he's like, yeah. And then we get chatting and he misses his stop because he's wanting to fall in love with me, and then we just go get coffee.
That's actually the reason that you don't drive.
It's me getting grinded on. So I would like it to happen organically.
So your advice is to just stay on a train your whole life. Never get a driving licence. Always take the bus.
Buy one really interesting book and just walk everywhere with it at all times. Have you seen the TikTok of the guy who's like the main character and he's like walking in the travel centre and he's like all the time. He goes different places and he does like these like main character looks. And I'm like, that's how he should act.
No.
But I've actually got no advice because I feel like it is quite hard.
Do you know what? This is a shit question to start off on, which is why I wasn't going to, but like, I actually don't know either.
I think
you got to put yourself out there, didn't you?
You do, and as well, like, so I went out in Manchester, and one of my friends started chatting to a boy when we were out, literally just at the bar, and they still see each other.
Oh, there you go.
And she's from Liverpool, he was Manchester, and like, normally on a night out you kind of just like float to one side of me, like, oh, like,
you got to put yourself out there.
And they're still seeing each other now. I thought, so, if she hadn't gone out that one night, if she hadn't stood at the bar there, they would never have met each other, which I thought was crazy. But I do think it is just.
And if that's not your vibe, you know, take yourself to a life drawing class.
When I got asked on that date when I was at the flower arranging workshop.
Yeah, see? You just got to get yourself out there.
Like, you're not going to meet anyone if you're sat in your room.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you don't like dating apps, that's totally fine. But you also then can't complain if you're also just sitting in your room.
Why is he not walking in here like with a bunch of flowers?
You're like, why? Because you're not actually even in your house and no one knows you exist.
Yeah, you just got to put the same with making friends almost. You've just got to put yourself in situations that people you would like would be at. Does that make sense? People you vibe would also be there.
Yeah, like if you hate bowlers, don't go to a bowling alley.
Yeah, that is fucking class advice.
It's true though, like, don't go.
Yeah, you are right.
If you don't want to attract a geek who loves bowling, don't go to a bowling alley.
So where would you go? Where are you meeting your dream guy?
Waterstones.
In the Waterstones library section.
In the really like intellectual section. Just like walking around.
University library.
Oh, I'd love to go to one of those events.
Oh, slam poetry.
Yeah. No, you clicked on
I know, yeah.
I'd love to go to one of them. And meet
we should go to one of them. I reckon that'd be so fun,
I was actually feel like I would love to do something like that.
Yeah, me too. I want to do more shit like that.
Me too.
I've realised living alone in the evenings. I spend every evening soon.
Yeah.
I need to get out there.
Oh, we don't need to do rock climbing.
Okay.
I went there the other day, it was great.
Okay. Ask me your question.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I feel like we're going to go on and on about. I'm sorry in advance for going off tangent in this video.
Right.
I'm going to try a white Maltese bunny, by the way.
Okay, how
pretty
full out my
aesthetic
god are we
packaging.
starting
Go in the fucking deep end.
already?
Hit me with it.
Okay.
It's a galentines edition. Let's get down and gritty.
Right. How do you shave your foof?
Interesting. I'm a waxer through and through, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Have been since March of last year.
Are you a pour on the wax? Or
I'm
are
gonna go
you
to a
strip?
salon.
That's, you know what, right, we're connected. That's so weird, because I said today in my vlog, I don't know how anyone can lie in front of someone and get their vagina waxed.
It's hilarious because once you do it once, you think, I've got no dignity left.
But I'm not even like a boy seeing that.
No, neither. The ladies who have waxed my vagina, I've seen more of my vagina than me, or maybe my boyfriend has.
Surely not.
Surely, probably not. No, maybe not the latter. But yeah, the thing is, right? I was in Ann Summers the other day. Here we go. Buy some Valentine's Day gifts. And I was thinking, oh, this is a bit
Buy a
much.
big dildo.
And then, the woman in there was talking to the other woman. These are fucking great, by the way. So
White
wonderful.
chocolate?
Yeah. Slaps. I was talking to the woman through all the dildos. I was like, this is your job. You don't care if I come in here and buy a little fun sexy dog. This is what you sell, this is what you do. Same for people when you go to a vagina wax. If you start being more faffy about it, they literally see 12 of these a day. They literally do not care.
That's true.
Like they're there to wax your vagina, that's all they're there to do. The place I've been to in Manchester is the best place I've ever been waxed so far ever yet.
Really?
So there you go. There's your motivation to start.
Don't think I ever will.
Really? You just gotta forget where you are and what
she
you're
might
doing.
get a fright.
She probably won't.
Imagine she's like, whoa. I'd be like, oh.
Well, I do have
Ooh.
one condition. They go, do you want your bum done? And every time I go, no, you know what, it's alright. I'm not about to start lifting my legs over my head.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get in doggy for you. That's kind of where I draw my line.
I think I'd rather be in doggy and let someone do my bum.
Why?
You would? I'd rather be like,
Serious?
yeah.
Genuinely?
No, I swear down.
Nah, that's fucked.
Really?
That's crazy.
No, I'm doing my bum hole. They all look quite the same, don't they?
It's like, wait, shit. What if there's like shit on you?
Just don't be a dirty bitch. Shower before you wax a appointment, maybe.
Okay, well, what about you then? How do you?
I do shave with a razor. With a normal razor. But also, I don't know if I'm the right person to wax because I've always got like bumps and I cut myself all the time and
That's why I tend to wax
It's a bit of a mess down there, I'm not gonna lie.
Was it?
She's got loads of stuff going on, like I don't shave in the correct, like I shave loads of ways.
Oh really? Are you
Well, because I'm normally just an up.
Yeah.
But then I saw someone that said that you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You should do it upside and down.
Yeah, apparently you should go down, side, and then up
then
if you
up?
have to and you have anything left. But some people say, under no circumstances, go up.
And that's all I do.
Yeah, same.
I'm always up.
Down?
And
I've
it's like,
still got hair.
well, exactly. So don't listen to me. I can't tell you anything really.
A good razor, if you are going to shave. Either a men's or an Estrad razor are the only two things. I haven't actually used the men's razor in fucking actually years.
I used to use men's until
until I got Estrad.
Yeah.
Because that's the same. It's a 5 blade is what you need, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
It just makes it a lot easier and like as well like a better shaving foam.
Yeah, it's got to be a shaving foam. We can't be going in with body wash or something.
No.
Absolutely
Worst case scenario, if you're on the bones of your arse and you've got no shaving foam left. Conditioner.
Yeah.
Aww.
But it's got to be a shaving foam.
Yeah, it does.
If not, just go get your fucking labias out and go get them waxed because fucking hell, it's so easy. I'm not joking. I got my wax in Manchester and that was the one time since March that I had to. We're going to fucking blab on these fucking answers so much. That is the one time since March last year that I had to shave. So I thought, fucking hell, this is going to grow back faster and it's going to be more painful. It was fucking unbelievable. And up until a week ago, so we're talking 2.5 weeks later, I still did not have a hair in sight.
Really? Do you want to see my legs?
Sure.
You know how I told you that I'm gonna wax my legs?
Oh,
Look at
fucking
that.
drama queen. Are you joking me?
No, because they're fair, but if you actually look at them, because see, imagine they were black. They are...
You look like such a pick-me girl right now.
Are you joking?
Are you joking?
If you see
I wouldn't even
how long
shave.
that hair that is.
I wouldn't even shave my fucking
You're
legs if they look like that.
joking. No, but they are long.
Why do you have such light hair?
No, but okay. So I'd admit they're long. They're just fair.
But that makes them not look like long.
So I was even thinking, should I dye my leg hair before I do the video?
What's making it worse?
Yeah, just so people can see it more. So they don't have your response because they do look really bad. They're just fair.
No, not bad. People like you are fun jarring when people do that. Look at my really hairy legs. I'm like,
You can't.
fucking-
They're
Are
furry.
you dumb? I would literally spend all summer looking like that.
Oh. Yeah, I thought I tried to put like a toner on.
Oh my
them.
god, we need to know this one.
Sorry.
Okay, someone's asking about erotic films. What kind of stuff gets you in the mood? What are you watching?
I actually have never watched an erotic film.
I'm not gonna lie, watching freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is, what I've got nothing to get. I feel like I wish I have. I wish I did.
Mhm.
But
Are you saying did like you never can?
well, no, I can. Obviously, I totally can. But I feel like I don't know. I feel a bit nerve too.
Nervous?
Yeah, I think so.
About what?
I don't know. It feels like uncharted territory.
So much of it.
Yeah.
Well, this part of the
Let's
video.
get my drink.
This part of the video is sponsored by Cheex.
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Like bum cheeks.
Well, it's spelled CECHEEX,
Love that.
and they create female friendly, inclusive, diverse. Yeah, because that's what's always kind of scared me a little bit. I don't feel like I can picture what I'm picturing, and I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see you. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to see a piece of meat.
If I'm picturing typical what we think erotic films, I don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Cheex is inclusive, diverse. There's audio only.
I think I'd like that.
Articles,
When I used
stories.
when I was younger, I used to read smut.
Ooh.
It was like dirty fan fiction.
Yeah, stuff like that. A little sexy book in a film.
Love
I'm like,
it.
Yeah, love it.
So I think I would actually really like that.
Yeah, it's sick, and that makes me feel. And you can take a little quiz before. I took my little quiz about like what you think you might be interested in, like that. They can filter it down for you a little bit. I listened to earlier just to get a feel of some of the stuff on there. I didn't do anything. Don't worry, you don't have to show a picture.
Wondering why it took so long to answer.
One of the audios was like a kind of like a meditation to like set the mood prior.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool. And do you know what I seen? I put this down because I thought you would really enjoy it. Expanding sexual awareness through chakras. An article. The stuff on this website
That's
is fucking
really
sick.
interesting.
It's so good. It's such a lovely take towards it.
It makes me feel more comfy.
Makes me feel more comfy watching it, paying for it, being a
Yeah.
part of something like that.
100%. Sometimes you can feel like it's a bit like a
And I feel like as females, that's
a
what
taboo
sometimes
subject.
is. Yeah.
But like having like articles.
Mhm. All different things for all different people.
Mhm.
Because like that, watching it I don't think would do much for me. I think I'd feel a bit uncomfy, as you would say. Give me something to listen to.
Oh yeah.
Give me some, they've got like live workshops, education.
Really?
There's a whole load on there.
That's so good.
You can get your first week for free. Free week trial with the code MEG for new customers if you haven't used it before. And I would highly recommend.
Valentine's night.
Exactly.
Sorted.
Maybe when we leave each other.
I'll
but-
be so
Cheex is a subscription-based sexual wellness platform. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff on there. We have erotic films, we have audio. They also have a taboo-breaking magazine or live workshops, articles. There is something on there for everyone, whatever tickles your fancy. And if you're single, if you're in a relationship this Valentine's Day, looking to spice your evening up however you want, that's your place to go.
I think I'd love the audio.
Yeah, audio, when I first heard about them, I was like, yeah, audio. That would do something for me.
I think it would too.
Yeah.
I'm very much a visual
I want to use my imagination.
for myself.
Yeah.
Hear something and make
Imagine my own scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Slay.
Because as well,
Sexy
so
slay.
So I kind of fancy some people.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know any girl who's openly like, oh my god, yeah, I'd do that, because one, it's a scary place to start, and two, even if someone did, I feel like these days, or maybe less these days, but like back in school, no girl would be like, oh my god, I do that too. Whereas fucking every boy and all the friends and all the, you know.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, it's sad really, all of that.
Yeah. Should we do a longer one?
Mm-hmm.
Like a situation.
A dilemma, okay.
Okay. I have a friend who is part of our girl group, but I'm the only one who likes her, but she doesn't realise, and she's not been invited to my friend's birthday when pretty much everyone we know is going. How do I tell her?
Well, the first thought in my head was, well, it's not up to you to tell her. Like, don't take that on as your responsibility. But if you want to tell her because you're trying to be a good friend, I feel like you just got to almost... I feel like we'll have two different opinions on this. Like, rip the plaster off.
I almost feel like it's not her responsibility, but I also feel like to be a good human.
That's what I mean. It's not your responsibility if you don't want to get in that messy situation.
Yeah, but knowing that, like, it's kind of like, would you rather tell her, or would you rather imagine this girl sat in her room on her own, seeing on everyone's story at this party and no one's told her? That's so heartbreaking.
Yeah,
that would like be the worst thing ever.
That's what I mean. If
And
you're
it's
the
not
only
your
one that
problem.
likes
It's
her.
like it's not your problem. It's not your problem. So like, you should feel okay telling her because it's no relation.
That's what I was going to
on
say,
you.
yeah. It has nothing to do with you telling her, hey, these girls aren't being very nice.
Yeah, I would just say.
Yeah, I feel like you just
I
got...
think you have to tell her, 100%.
Yeah,
But
I think so. It's just, do you know what, when I say that, I think, yeah, 100%. But in my head, I'm like, it's just shit that you have to tell her.
Oh, it is
Because you shouldn't have to, but because you're the only one that knows and sounds like you're the only decent person in the situation.
Yeah. And it just sounds like they're not very nice friends. Obviously, I know if no one likes her, but then why is she in the group? You know?
Yeah, so true. Just got her hanging around, like, just in case.
Yeah, and I just think that's so mean.
Yeah, that is nasty.
Feels very American
High school.
yeah. Sitcom drama.
Oh, do you know what as well? She's not silly. She's probably got an inkling.
Oh yeah,
That-
you know if someone
Yeah,
finds
like
a
she's
job
saying
and-
like, oh, she doesn't know. She definitely has thought it once or twice. Defo, she must have. If it's that obvious that she's not getting invited to a party, she must have thought it. So if you sit down and say to her like, oh, Sarah's having a party on the weekend, I was gonna say, why don't you act oblivious? And I feel like I've not been in a situation like this for ages. Like, you could be like, oh, Sarah's having a party at the weekend. Did she invite you?
Yeah.
And then she gets to tell you, oh no, and then you just get to be there to comfort her.
Or
Is that
what
me?
you could do. Someone did this to me before. Someone was having a party and I was obviously not invited, and a girl said to me in front of the girl whose party it was, does that make sense?
Oh, slay, yeah.
And said like, oh, you coming on Saturday? And I was like, what's on Saturday? And she's like, oh, Susan's party. And I was like, oh.
Actually.
I don't know, I was like, oh, what party? And then the other girl was like, oh, Susan, Jenny's invited, isn't she? And then Susan was like,
But
yeah.
I feel like the thing is here, isn't that she wants to be invited to the party. She's trying to almost tell her, you don't have good mates. That's how I'm taking the situation.
true.
And she's not trying to get in her an invite.
Yeah.
She's trying to sit her down, and I think, and say, you haven't been invited, man. Like, these girls aren't
These
your
girls
mates.
suck.
Then I'm a bit confused about the dynamics, to be honest.
Thingy, so-and-so, Susan's having a party. Did she ask you to go? No. That's so weird. Like, that's really mean. Do you want me to try and get you an invite? But also I think that's really shit that she's did that. So kind of give her the option.
Yeah.
And then it gives her the thing of like, oh well,
Yeah.
her then.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh yeah, like would you mind asking, like, maybe like I want to make more effort with them or blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
and then that's what I mean. I turn around from that and be like, oh, you're not invited? Oh, no. Oh, how does that make you feel? I'd be like, oh, are you two not that close? I'd try and then get her to talk about how she feels about that. Because she might be like, really upset, oh my god, thought they were best mates. Or she might be like, I don't think she should invite me.
It's like, oh yeah, like to be fair, she's been a bit weird.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes I'm definitely the approach of like, if someone's not inviting me, I don't want to be there. Like, I don't want bad friends in my life.
Yeah, me too.
But I feel like sometimes in school you just have to have bad friends just to have friends.
I think you do in school. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of your friends suck just because it's easy to have someone in the
So she might be very aware that no one likes her, but she doesn't really care because they're not her type of people, and once she leaves school she might have no intention to talk to them again. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with shit like this.
I miss education.
Do you?
Yeah, really miss it.
Education or school?
Just education. The education system, like, isn't just being somewhere 9 or 3:30.
So you just want a 9 to 5 office job. I can
Friends
picture you.
and breaks.
I can picture you thriving in an office space, you know.
Oh, God.
No, but as in like.
I can't sit still.
No, I don't mean that though. As in like that, going in, morning everyone, get my morning coffee in the staff room.
Yeah.
Oh, it was kind of walking break. Oh, after work drinks.
Yeah.
Christmas party with my work.
Yeah.
I can picture you thriving like that.
Yeah, I am quite a social
Yeah.
bird, but also I do everyone's head because I can't sit still.
No, but I just mean like that.
I'd love like the things around the work.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I mean.
I'd love to just go. I'd love if we all had somewhere just to go edit. All like a communal
All the
space. All the YouTubers just all together like, oh,
But-
go on everyone.
But like, we had to be there.
yeah, there's no.
We had to show up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have an absence day.
Yeah. But I'm still doing my own stuff. I'm not listening to anyone. But it's like I can still come in and be like, oh.
I'll come back at you with a dilemma.
Okay.
Buying a house before ever living together. Both 20 and need to save / don't want to rent. So they're going to live together for the first time but buy a house doing that.
I'm just a Scrooge when it comes to all this kind of stuff.
What, house buying or commitment?
Both. Actually, both. I think that, oh, you go first so that you'll be less mean.
Let me hear it.
I just think that's so silly.
Yeah.
I just think it's really silly. I think you're 20, you've got your whole life to buy a house as well. I know you don't want to rent, which is totally fine. But also, everything changes when you live with someone. And buying a house is such a big commitment. And you might think this person's the love of your life. Probably is. But like, a lot of people will be together for a few months after living together and then they break up because like you see each other in a completely different light. And I think 20 is so young. To also buy a house, that's such a big commitment on your own, never mind with someone else. In there, I just think, I think even rent together for 6 months, just to get a little taste. I feel like people say that renting is like throwing money down the drain, but I feel like,
Say it.
I feel like,
Say it.
I buy you rug, the rug is mine.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but like,
I do definitely understand that point. I don't know where you're going, but I get that.
I buy the rug and I give the money to the shop man, and the shop man gives me the rug, right? So like,
I know where you're going.
I'm paying money and I'm getting a roof over my head.
Mm-hmm.
How is that me wasting money? Because I'm still getting some. I'm still living in a box.
Yeah.
I've got walls. I've got water. I've got.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still living somewhere, so I'm not wasting my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put it in somewhere a bit more sensible, but you're not wasting your money. You're getting something very good out of it.
We're getting a fucking whole
A
lifestyle.
whole life. Yeah, and I just think as well, you can rent somewhere for 6 months. I think do 6 months. I still even think moving in with a boyfriend at 20 is still really young, personally. But that's me being a Scrooge of love.
If you think you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone,
There's
what's
no
the rush? What's
I
the
love
rush?
That. That's so true. What is the rush?
What's the rush?
I'm a big, but I think if I had my time again,
She's gone from you go first to this is my fucking question.
I think if I could give anyone advice, I think stay at home as long as you can.
Oh, serious?
Yes. I think, because obviously you had this however many months, even after like uni, to like save. You were at home, you were saving money and stuff.
I didn't save a penny, man. I was in Australia. I was in Costa Rica.
True, but you were gonna save or stay at home and save, you know?
No.
No, but you wish you'd stayed at home
No.
and saved a bit? No, right. Well, I personally feel like I moved out straight after uni. Obviously, because I wanted that, like, I wanted the freedom and stuff, which I think is obviously, there's no price on freedom. But
That's my thing.
But also, I feel like even if I'd stayed at home for a little bit and got some good savings behind me, I like to say, you've got your whole life to live on your own. You've got your whole life to move somewhere.
So
you've
way
got,
to think about
and
it.
also once you move out your family home, you don't really ever really go back. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my part of my life over now.
Yeah.
And I think if I could have saved a couple...
That's my boyfriend's view. This is his last few years to live with his parents, and...
If I could have stayed at home and saved money... Obviously, unless you don't enjoy, obviously, being at home, I think definitely whatever makes you the happiest thing to do. If you don't enjoy your home life...
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like, the only reason I would stay at home is because I like my mum.
Yeah.
Like, my mum wouldn't stay and live there just to save money. Because money comes back, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we're completely off the question.
Yeah, sorry, that's me going on a tangent. I think boy, 20, moving in, buying a house.
But off that, I just want to say, I think the reason, which also does tie in with the question, because I was going to say this anyway, I think the reason, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to say you, but I mean in general, the reason you want to move out with your boyfriend and like buy a house, or the reason anybody, like I talk to my friends, they're like, oh, I'm saving for a house, and I'm like, why saving for a house? And they're like, oh, because it's a good investment. I'm like, and why is making a good investment important to you? And they're like, just because, it's a sensible thing to do. I'm like, why who's told you that? We just think renting for the rest of our lives is an unsuccessful way of life. Everybody wants to buy a house. So just because you everyone just sees renting as this big waste of money, and it's money down the drain and whatever, but like you said, it's not. Even if I live here for a year and move back home, I still would never see this as a waste of money. I've had a sick year in Manchester, I lived alone, learned so many things. Like that earlier today I was thinking, wow, if I stayed at home I actually would have saved so much more money than I thought. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm learning on the job. I know these things. Mm-hmm. I'm navigating life by myself, you're paying for a whole situation. So if you're 20 and you're like, I want to move out so I should buy a house, you shouldn't have, if that's your reasoning, you don't have to buy a house.
Yeah.
You're allowed to rent, it's not a waste of money. Don't let someone tell you that's an unsuccessful thing to do.
I think sometimes it's like a parent thing that some parents kind of make you feel, whereas my mum's always rented. Like we rent out, we always have, and obviously it would be great if we put money towards a mortgage, but also it's also not feasible for some people, and
that's what I was going to say.
As well, I like the freedom of being able to,
get up and move.
Yeah, but if you're with your boyfriend and you buy a house, that you can't just do that freely, and it's like, do you not want to try a few places before you settle down somewhere? Like, do you want to try, I don't know, you could live somewhere and somewhere else and blah blah, and it just feels like a lot, I think, especially at a young age. I'm not a fan of the idea. I think my main takeaway piece of advice is, if you think you're going to spend the rest of your life together, why rush? What's the rush? Yeah.
That's the kind of first thing that came to my head.
Totally.
We don't need to be buying a house and moving in. Moving in, you know what, fine.
Yeah,
we don't need to be buying a house. Because I also think the sooner you move in with someone, the sooner you're going to find out if it's going to work or not. Because I also think that our relationships with everybody are kind of inevitable. If that's going to be your person, if you move in too soon, it won't matter.
Yeah, because
if you're going to move in, I'm like,
what's going to happen is going to happen.
If you were going to break up with that person, you were always going to break up with that person. So I'm also like one of my friends has recently moved in, and now they broke up. And I'm like, well, at least you know now.
Yeah.
That was always going to happen. So at least you moved in and you found out.
Whether it was in 10 years or now, it's going to happen at some point. So
that's how I think. So I think moving in, fine, whatever. If that's what you really, really want to do, fine.
Go for it.
You don't need to buy a house together.
Definitely rent.
Do not need to. Even
we rent.
Even renting together is sticky. Renting with a boyfriend is a sticky situation. Even that can be a bit woo. Make sure you're paying out separate bank accounts and you're both on the lease, and
Yeah.
So buying a house together. Isn't buying a house one of the top 3 most stressful things?
Yeah.
Marriage, divorce, buying a house.
Yeah.
You don't need to be doing that with your
newly
fresh boyfriend at 20.
Yeah.
Go have some fun. Go rent in the city.
Yeah.
We don't need to be living a housewife dream at 20.
No, you don't.
Go have fun.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to buy a Nintendo Switch. Sorry, completely off the
slow.
But would you play on it with me if I got one?
Wii Sports? Are you crazy? Absolutely.
Animal Crossing. Ooh. You can do something like that. You've got your whole life to sit in your house with your boyfriend. Because you're going to do that from now until the rest of your life, until you're old and grey.
Preach it, sister. So buy a Nintendo Switch.
Thank you, Nintendo Switch. For sponsoring us. There's loads.
No, I feel like shock me with a good last one.
Should we do some?
Let's do some quick fire.
Quick fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I move across the country for a boy I like? No.
Oh, for the plot. No, you shouldn't.
Do not. I mean, if you live somewhere really cool, then maybe.
Don't leave your life behind for a boy.
Yeah, and I personally.
Also, take risks.
Also, you only live once. Like this.
It depends what brain you've got on.
Yeah,
No, I would say no. Oh, no.
But also, do you like...
He's on quick fire.
Oh, is it, for a boy I like, what you mean? you've spoken a few times, or he's a really.
Are we visiting or are we moving? Like,
Yeah, like
I need
give
more
you much
context.
context.
Next.
I think. Okay, yeah. I want to break up and go through my whole phase when I regret it. But I love you.
If you're thinking about it, it means you want to do it.
Exactly. If you're thinking about it, that means that you want to be a hoe, so be a hoe.
And that theory has been proved to me by many friends.
Really?
Years on, I'm like, you're thinking about it, you need to do it, and then 2 years later they do it, and they're like, you were always right. And I was like, if you're thinking about it, you wouldn't have the thought if you didn't want to do it.
So true. If you want to be a hoe, go be a hoe.
Slay and fucking.
Be that hoe.
I hope it's the best fucking
Time
few
of your
years
life.
or whole of your life.
Yeah, great. Is shagging your friend's friend okay? Yes.
Yeah?
I think so. What's wrong with that? Your friend's friend?
Yeah, if there's no bad weird history there, yeah.
Yeah, as long as there's no like weird cross lines. If they're just a friend, then I think that's
I mean,
fine.
ask your mate, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Ask a friend. Well, yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, you don't have to ask, but like, double
Please,
check
can I
the.
sleep with your friend?
Yeah, but if it was you and I was single, or like you with me, then it's more
If you were single and I had Kyle and you were like,
oh, he's a bit spicy. I feel like you would know before I slept with him.
do
you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like speak out and
Yeah,
with your friend and then
feel the ground,
yeah.
and then fuck it.
How to initiate the move from talking stage to exclusive for the boys and had a girlfriend?
I'd fucking ask. I'm done with this beating around the bush bullshit.
I think sometimes boys need to just be told.
Yeah. Are we exclusive now? Done and dusted. If it's
Yeah.
a no, it's a no. If it's a yes, it's a yes.
If it's
Move on.
no, bye. If it's a yes, great.
So, honestly, you just have to ask. None of this, oh, what if he likes me, what if he doesn't, what if he... The path is inevitable anyway, so you may as well ask.
Yeah. Yes.
Fuck that shit. I'm getting old for that stuff.
Yeah, literally.
Alright, let's finish. Oh, do we have time to finish off with one more?
Yeah.
Or should we not?
Go on.
Fuck it, it's gonna be a long one. Have
Yeah.
a good Galentine's, guys.
Do you want Valentine's Day themed to end on?
Yeah, alright.
Okay. Ideal Valentine's date, or would you rather worst Valentine's Day?
I've not had a really bad Valentine's Day.
Okay, ideal Valentine's date to end on since it's Valentine's Day.
I wanna hear yours.
Oh.
I wanna hear yours. If Flower Guy came back up in the DMs,
Right.
was like, I want to take you out tomorrow night.
Right.
I want to take you out on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
This is your ideal Valentine's Day if you're seeing someone for the first time you're single. Not a boyfriend.
Time. Right.
Or not like first, like ideal Valentine's Day, like getting to know someone.
Okay.
Because I feel like a cozy, comfy, ideal Valentine's Day night with your boyfriend, and when it's seeing stage is different.
So true.
So give me a seeing stage.
Oh, okay. Anything but mini golf.
Okay, so like.
Mini golf makes me feel violently ill.
Yeah, it's such a classic as well, isn't it?
My anxiety's just too bad for mini golf. I'm too scared.
And stuff like Junkyard, I actually think shit.
Yeah.
Junkyard golf actually isn't fun.
I'm not having fun. I mean, if I could do anything on Valentine's Day and there was like something crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'd love to go for a few drinks.
I feel like I could
myself.
guess this.
Oh really? Go. Do that first and then I'll see them.
Okay, we're gonna go for drinks, we're gonna loosen up.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have said that if you didn't say that.
Yeah.
We're gonna loosen up. I'm gonna say we're gonna go to dinner first, or dinner's out of the equation. I think personally for you, dinner's out of the equation. Because I don't think you'd sit and eat in front of someone. Because I don't like that shit either if I'm getting to know someone.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you don't get to know someone. I was gonna guess you were gonna say, and then we're gonna go and watch a show. That's not what you were gonna say though.
That wasn't what I was gonna say, but I would love that.
Because you went ideal, and I was like, they're gonna take you to like a show you really want to see, or like a really fun show like.
I would love that. I think I remember. Okay, I've got two.
Okay, go on then.
So either.
Have I just created this scenario?
So either drinks, probably no food because I'm not really feeling the food. Drinks, cute vibes, little walk to the theatre, go see a great show. Or I'd love to go to in the episode of Friends when Ross and Rachel look at the stars that little picnic.
Really?
I would die. I'd love to like.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would die. But also you don't know someone that too well.
Yeah. Or is it gonna be like the night of deep chats? Like, oh my god, this is my person.
Yeah. Like,
That gives me this is my person date.
True.
Like, you're gonna get to know each other on that date.
Maybe I have to give him a proposal. That would be really cute, wouldn't it?
That's a great date night.
It is. I think a show would be great.
Yeah, but then you don't get to talk to them, I guess. That's why
That's
why we've had the drinks.
Yeah. Like a long drinks time.
Yeah.
And a nice walk to the theatre.
Yeah.
We'll go for drinks a little bit away, so we're gonna have a nice little
And
stroll.
in my head, that's a nice date because they've thought about it. They know you would enjoy that. They're taking you to the theatre.
Which
It's an impressive. It's an impressive first date. You like that.
And
it shows they don't mind sitting in the theatre.
A lot of boys wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of boys wouldn't sit and watch theatre with me.
I feel like this can be a good first date because like you're sitting together, you're like getting each other's energy vibe, but you don't have to chat too much.
What would yours be?
So my ideal date night, I'm gonna say if I'm spending Valentine's Day with a boyfriend, I feel like for me it's all about Valentine's Day with a boyfriend is all about like the thought. Bring the flowers, bring the champagne, bring a fun little couples get to know each other game.
Yeah.
Let's sit here and just like order pizza or get takeaway and just like chat.
Yeah.
And just like really spend the evening with each other.
Yeah.
Like really like no phones, no TV. Like let's really just like spend some time together.
Yeah.
Like romantic time. Let's light the candles. Or like let's go get in the bath. You know?
I think if I had a boyfriend,
You don't have to take me out.
I would love to walk in on them by the kitchen, cook a meal steak.
Yeah.
There's a glass of wine ready.
Yeah, there we go.
And they've got on speaker, like something like, "When the night has come," and they're like got the little in.
Yes!
And I'm with the wine.
Yes!
Best night.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I feel like for me that's what Valentine's Day is about.
I'd love that.
Do you like Valentine's Day? Do you rate it?
Every Valentine's Day I've had has been the worst day ever.
But like as a holiday, are you like, oh I don't care about Valentine's Day? Like when you have a boyfriend and you're like, oh it's just another day. I feel like there's a split.
I feel like I would love to love Valentine's Day, but every time I've tried to be good to someone on Valentine's Day, I've not been reciprocated. So now I feel like I'm quite scarred of Valentine's Day. So now I'm like,
Hate it.
Sucks.
Interesting.
But I would love to love it because I think
But like say you
inside,
got with a new boyfriend now and he's really nice.
yeah.
Would you want to do something on Valentine's Day? Would
Yeah.
you want that fun little evening? Or are you like, I don't care?
No, I want to do something.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, because some people are like, well, it's just another day. You should be able to show love like this to each other all the time. I'm like, yeah, but it's just another excuse as well. So have a
Just
fun
it's
night.
fun. Don't be boring.
I don't have to do anything big and crazy, but yeah, get a fun little bottle of wine, bottle of champagne, get me some flowers, let's cook dinner, let's chat.
50 Shades.
Yeah.
Stick it on.
Yeah.
An audiobook.
It's not we don't have to go fucking wild, crazy holiday.
No.
But let's have a nice evening
Yeah,
together.
like don't buy me like a string of pearls, but like you can
Buy me a
cook,
sex toy.
you can cook me a steak. Why can't I speak today?
Okay, do you know what?
Bye.
That's the end of it. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's. If not, I hope you have a good fucking Tuesday because it is just another day at the end of the day. Don't let it upset you. Remember, you can get your first week trial for Cheex with the code NEG when you select an annual subscription. And over and out before we fucking chat too much shit. Bye. Love you. Just gave you
Bye.
50 minutes content you probably didn't want.
No one watches it.